Hello, and welcome everyone to D6, where I, Yoshi, and bring together several friends from across the internet to play on a D&D live stream show. So much has changed in the time that we went from last week to this week, comparative to people who are watching currently. Yeah. So hi, welcome everyone. Welcome back. This is about 3 weeks away by the time you see this, but I do want to apologize. We were gone for quite some time. That is purely my mistake. We had a very quick move. We went from an old place, went to a new place, and had to get everything set back up. So now that I'm back and I'm getting things a little bit more functional and kind of calming down, we'll be back to our regular schedule, and thank God we might have some episodes already just in the backlog, just in case. But yeah, other than that, you guys may have noticed that our thumbnails have changed by now, I believe. Blue? I hope so too. Our thumbnail has changed, and small little revamps, and also we are now in the true final 10 sessions from here onward. So
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna be wrapping up this campaign relatively soon. So I look forward to how this all will be coming to a close near the end. But yeah, so there's all that. I don't think that there's any other major D6 announcements.
Aaron!
I'm sorry, I forgot to say this.
Buddy!
We still need to update the
He's been
podcast
moving.
episodes. I know.
We're allowed to give him shit.
I know. I've been moving. I'm a bit naughty. I'll fix it. I swear. I will fix it. Yeah. Everyone's allowed to give me shit. It's kind of just what happens. But yeah, hopefully this will all be rectified very soon. Things have just been extremely busy. All right. That being said, though, I don't think there's anything else immediately pressing. So with that, let us go ahead and jump on into tonight's episode of D6. So, where we had last left off. As our adventurers finally made their way to the Thalia Cliffs off of Samael's invite, you all find yourselves walking through the streets and quickly find yourselves within the House of Ishgari, Dante's original home. After a stint in conversation with Samael, learning the true reasons why he wanted you there, Dante, as well as revealing the rather dilapidated form that your mother has taken, you all decide to sit for the night and not only have a dinner with Samael, but also a quick reintroduction of Alois Azure, kind of playing both sides here. Oh yes. All that being noted and said, after the dinner, Dante spent some time in his father's study and quickly finding what is the Akshia record and a note that he left behind to prove whoever it was, the family that betrayed them originally. With that betrayal being made to light, Dante went to Samael, providing this information, to which Samael began to connect the dots as to who has been holding back the weapon shipment, trying to make it here to the Thalia Cliffs from the Quartermain port. Quickly after that, Dante and Samael went to go and dispatch these betrayers, leaving behind what is their son. Not too far away, though, near the southeast wall. Or, no, the southwest wall. Our adventurers are Citra, Leodon, and Aralist found themselves quickly reintroducing themselves to the Farcloud clan that had been made refugee here and have been kind of growing and quickly becoming accustomed to city life, much to the uncomfortabilities, in hopes that Leodon will come back to lead them one day. However, panic begins to roll through the streets as you all find a Yanuel speared against the wall, left dead, and a young boy who seems to have witnessed it all.
She's feeling a little tired now, too.
That's true. So, with that, as this young child kind of quickly
Tree of a
approaches,
person.
Leodon, you kind of just...
You're muted, buddy.
This massive creature to him.
Yes.
Yeah. And as you went to go call to find who might have done this, you see this very nervous-looking boy, Leodon. He's, he looks to be a Genasi child. One that kind of has a very light bluish hue to him. His hair kind of just short and white. The eyes have this very windy green to them. You can see he's just kind of fumbling with a piece of cloth, kind of almost as
Definitely
if it was
seen
like
better
a
days.
toy that has been since,
Leo
used
will
for stress
get
for a
down
long
to a
amount of
knee
time. Yeah.
as he approaches this child. Could you tell me what you saw?
It's a big metal man. Dark and he's carrying a large spear. Then, as quickly as he approached, stabbed her.
Let me see. Did you see where he went?
He kept going along the wall, heading northward.
He points up towards where
Leo will sort
you
of
guys
look
had passed,
in that direction to
by
see
the
if he can see
Farclouds.
anything.
You mean his infinite perception?
With your passive perception, you're 24. It's very obvious the way that the Thalian guards kind of dress comparative to where what this child is describing. The Thalian guards here represent the 5 colors of the five houses that are within this city. The way that he describes this dark color and large metal man, it kind of reminds you of the adamantine armor that most Arcanites wear. Upon closer inspection with the spear, you could definitely tell it's that very reminiscent dark metal with those almost mithril green inlays that make up adamantine.
I don't know.
We can't just leave Yanuel here, though. Not like this.
Aye, you're right. Leah will grab the spear.
Airlist, I don't mean to ask, but I'm gonna have to ask you. I'm a little exhausted from trying that spell.
Of course. Come here, I'll help you.
Yeah, Citra will take her sash off for now and respectfully cover Yanoel as well for the time being. I guess in that case would also ask anybody who's still standing by, like, where would be proper to take Yanoel.
You see as a small number of guards begin to finally approach, as many were called here, you can see one of them actually looks far more ornate than any other. As he goes to remove his helm, you see this massive Earth Genasi
Citra
man.
just feels smaller and
Not
smaller
as
every
tall
day.
as Airless or Leon, but he's still,
Schmuck.
built
Poor
like a
Citra.
fucking mountain.
She's small.
We love her small.
See, as he begins to approach, and he's like, I think I've
We don't know
seen a
where that
lot
is.
of
Could
you
you lead the
before. But that's neither here nor there. We need to bring her back to her house. I do know where that is. It's next to mine. As he goes to
Citra,
take her from under Airless arms.
she'll look at the other two like,
Crossmore.
do you want me to do this, or do you want to do this?
Leodon Farcloud.
It sounds like you have an Arc Knight running around in here.
Ah. Well, that is what I fear it to be. Come. He turns and he, walks slowly and just... There is this solemn look within the city as you pass by. These beautiful yellow colors that often represented the Yanoel house, stained in red, is disheartening. After about an hour, and walking all the way back up near the cliff sides, as you enter within this very, very well-kept, well-cleaned home, very simplistic, not a lot of art, not a lot of items, but very, everything here has a very specific purpose. This is a house made for an elf. As he places her upon this very nice table. Fortunately for it to be stained.
I tried to revive her, I'm sorry.
As he goes to sit. No, it is... I need to inform Samael of this. As he looks to the lot of you. Speaking of, it seems like one of you is
I think he's just
missing.
with his brother right now.
I remember Samael's brother being amongst you.
We should probably go and try and find them. If there's an assassin about, they shouldn't be alone.
And if it's... What if it's the same Arc Knight we've been dealing with this whole time?
You are right.
He's got it after Dante really badly.
And I believe Samael does need to be informed of this. Quickly. As he gets up, he looks towards a lot of you. I have a pretty good read on people. I've put a lot of my trust into into the Ishgari house over many years, and the fact that you've stood by at least one of them for as long as you have. Keep in mind, it's not unfounded trust. It is one that I want you to understand very quickly.
We hear that.
Understandable.
Trust is in short supply nowadays. Well, let us make haste, and I'll send some of my own help in order to deal with this matter in particular. I think many people from Quartermain Port will want to know the loss of one of their own. There's a lot of you having to leave behind a sheet over the lost, and again, this solemnness behind this home. Dante and Sam, as the two of you leaving out of the house and coming to conclusion that what you have done is going to weigh heavy on you, Dante, for whatever time it may take. But you do acknowledge that there are other matters that still need to be attended to. Also, as such, as a lot of you begin to see that there is a Sam and a Dante roaming the main street here where the 5 houses are left, you all meet together in the center of this street.
We wanted to walk around
Frostmourne.
and mostly see how the Firefly
And
Clan
friends.
was doing.
I hope they are up to your standards. Lead on.
Times are hard for them, even harder now. But they're survivors. They always have been.
Unfortunately, we also have bad news that comes along after.
It's good. As
Noel
Sam
was
looks back
murdered.
to you, Dante, and then looks to the rest of you again. Usually, there is a immediate cold and
Dante's
almost
eyes widen.
flush
Teacher
color
would kind of
to the face.
point to, gesture for Airless to hand over the weapon, and the little boy told Leo that it looked like just a mechanical man, and it sounds a lot like an Arknight.
Dante
And
whips
of
his head
course-
to Sam. Dante whips his head to Samael. Do you think they let him in before we did that?
Did what?
You can see he is deeply focused on the bloodstained spear as he looks towards
She's-
Trostmorn, kind of ignoring all of you. Where is she now? In her home. You see as he immediately leaves the group with not a single word traded amongst you. And
Dante
he
looks
goes to
to
enter within her home.
His group, and he's like, we found out there was a traitor amongst us.
A traitor?
Well, two traitors amongst us.
That's not good.
Well, Dante kind of looks down, but trying to hold his own. He's like, well, we took care of that.
You took care of it?
How do you mean?
Well, They're the reason Virgil died. They're the reason this whole fucking mess started. So we took their lives.
And Citra, somehow, despite being white, somehow looks even paler when you say that.
You can see as Trostmorn is even kind of taken aback for words.
I'm sorry to
like,
say, Trostmorn, but
this
the house...
information, like, hits him hard.
The house that runs the military is no longer.
They were our main supply line. Which is why we were limited in supplies.
And I have a feeling they're the reason this Arcanate came in now.
We lost 2 houses in a single night. You can see that a level of
Done.
stress is befallen on him. A leader, a general.
Dante's
You've
gonna straighten
never
up,
seen a man so defeated.
and Dante's gonna walk over to him and put a hand on his shoulder, where he can reach. He's
Right,
gonna say,
yeah.
for as high as his arm can reach up.
Yeah.
He's gonna say to him, it's not over.
Yeah.
This whole thing is not over. 2 houses might have been lost, but 3 houses still stand. We will find a way around this. And I'm sorry for the way that things were at the summit, especially with how I approached you. But I'm seeing now you are a good leader too.
As he looks down towards you, you can see that there is this face of reminiscence. This, especially from the insight that you have from him, it's almost as if like a memory of the past life just comes forward. Ma, you've certainly grown.
I've seen enough.
Such a short amount of time, too.
And he's gonna take his hand off his shoulder and start walking in the direction of where Samael took off.
Teacher just looked at Leah like, what do we do now?
I'm a little lost on what to do now, too.
I guess we follow Dante.
Yeah.
He seems to know what he's doing.
To be honest, with what we know is possibly wandering around, I don't feel comfortable leaving him by himself, even with his brother.
Not a bad idea to partner up at the very least.
Remember how I told you he was almost thrown into human trafficking about 2 minutes into being into a Celsium? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose leaving him alone wouldn't be the best idea.
Yeah. Teacher's just trying to, like, make light of the situation, while meanwhile the back of the brain's like, he's straight up admitted to just murdering a family just now. Okay.
Oh yeah, he didn't say anything about sparing 2 of the lives in that house.
See, they don't know the details yet. We're following you.
Okay, yeah, they didn't even know how many people are in that house. Only big guy over here, the Earth Genasi, would know.
I'm just saying, like, they're houses, so brain makes the idea it's families or head of households kind of deal. That's the only thing she understands.
Okay.
As a lot of you following Dante back into Yanoel's home, quiet place. You can sense that there is
Dread.
a level of dread here. As you enter, there is a very quiet, very ghost-like figure that Samael is as he stands over
Wait,
this,
Samael's ghost-like?
this dead
What you're
form.
saying?
He's on his base form.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was just like, wait, who died? Again. Anyway,
It's almost as he comes off as ghost-like.
Is he hit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes off as ghost-like. He's almost as if he wants to not be there. Like, he comes off as translucent. As he stares down at this dead form, it
right.
is like
Yanoel essentially raised him after all that.
watching a son losing another mother. As he stands there and he notes that all of you kind of just enter with just
Dante's
a
gonna
side
approach to stand
glance.
next to Samael.
The house of Yanoel has been here since its inception. They have only shown patience and kindness. Where mother was not there for me, she was. Where father was not there, Trustmorn stood. And I have now lost, as I have taken. And as every day passes, Wallenstein, High Lords and Congresses take and take and take. And I have had enough. I have had enough of them taking from me my home, my family. I will rain down every plausible agony, every single pain I can find. My cruelty will have no limitation from this day forward. I will make sure that Kilixmeyer, every member of that Congress, every High Lord, in every corner of Earthseheimel, fed for my rage! They will learn. They will know. I will take back. As he looks towards Trostmorn, it shall be finished tonight. Bring it beneath the house. He looks towards you, Dante. We had a promise. I intend to keep it. As he takes off his part, I will create one weapon after you. And it will be just for me and only me. Should we need more, I will create more. Hands over the pendant
I'm
towards
sorry,
you,
a bargain?
Dante.
What?
Keep your end of the bargain.
You're coming in a little low, Jade.
Oh, sorry. Dante grabs the pendant. He doesn't know what to say, but it's just like... He drops his eyes, and he looks back up again. It will be done tonight.
As he goes and kind of just leads everybody out of the house, and he splits off with Trostmorn into the city. As the four of you are left
Dante,
to
what exactly happened
your
this
devices
entire
for
time
whatever
you've been
is
away?
beneath the house of Ishgard.
Well, we made a deal that if I didn't tell you guys that we were going to take care of the traitors, that he would let us into the forge, and he would make no more weapons. And he's gonna turn to them. He's going mad.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yes.
Yeah, but
You
this is
are
the
fond of making your deals, aren't you?
Well, it was the best shot I had at the time. But we need to work quickly. We need to find a way to block that shit in from the inside because he is going ballistic. We can't let him in.
Maybe we should try to find where Azure fucking disappeared. Oh no.
Well, if that fucker knows that there's a sense of urgency, he's gonna show up. So, let's go!
Dante...
He probably already knows everything that's happened tonight.
Fair enough. Dante, what's to stop your brother from taking what we have?
Well, that's the thing. We need to find a way to lock ourselves in and us to get out, because if there's only one way in and one way out, we need to find another way out.
Just the slow blink from Zitra.
Because we need to forge these weapons to take down Tasha, but we can't let him in.
Well, if you need a wall, I have a shield.
I am one person, Dante. I can't guarantee how fast this is gonna go.
Oh, we have to try. Because we can't have him making more of what he had.
So your plan is to use the forge, then lock it from the inside?
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's if we can.
That's even if we can, but that's all I got right now. Do you got any ideas, Leo?
Well, sort of scratches his chin. If we're worried about getting back out, I think I can handle that.
In what way? What can you do?
Leo will sort of make a few magical gestures with his hands, and then his form will slowly ripple and begin to break off into dozens of tiny feathers of sort of teal color that begin to flutter and float in the wind as he shows his ability to cast gaseous form.
Oh,
yeah,
that thing!
Yeah, that.
Oh, okay, alright. I think we
I
can
didn't
make
know I
this
could
work.
do that.
I can do that 4 times. Once for each of us. But after that, I'll be, pretty tapped.
Alright.
of course, will be greatly angering Samael by doing this.
Well, the man's already greatly angered as is, but at least he won't be able to make weapons to kill literally everyone else.
This is true. Keep in mind, that army is also at his gates right now. So, I don't like violence or the idea of massacring people. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but there's a weird balance we have to keep in mind of them being able to protect themselves and ward this off, versus just giving him the absolute power to just decimate an entire existence of people.
My people are here too.
Yeah. This isn't as easy as you think it is right now. We can't just leave the Athalia Cliffs as well completely unprotected and unable to defend themselves. There's already an Arknight loose in here somewhere.
So we must help them too.
Yeah. No.
Alright, well, the first step is just to get there.
Can't really delay this any longer. As
Could I do
you
one
all leave
last
the
thing?
house and quickly make
We're
your way
sort of
back
hovering
to the
over
House of Ishtar.
the draped body of Yanoel.
Yeah.
Sure.
Leo will reach into his coat,
Yeah.
and he'll pull out a couple of hummingbird feathers, and he'll sort of rest them gently on top of her body, and they glow faintly with a magical light.
You were a friend and ally to my people in their time of need. I will try to honor your memory and your spirit, and I'm sorry that I was not able to repay you.
Dante's also going to approach and... Though he's not going to leave his father's bow, he's going to leave one of his longbows behind. He gave me my father's bow in a time where it was really needed. And you helped create that underground railroad for his people to leave. And for that I will be eternally grateful. As he places the bow besides her.
As these small tokens are left behind, you see it's almost as if the house simply grows dimmer without its master there to keep it alive. As a lot of you make your way outside of the House of Ishgari, and slowly, as you make your way back inside and follow that pathway that led you down, as you walk deeper and deeper and deeper.
Teacher's just staring up at this door with a sinking feeling. Because no pressure, she's the only one that can do this right now.
Okay. Alright, Dante's gonna take both pieces. Does it look like there's anywhere he could put this in? Or does it look like something needs to be, like, recited for it to happen?
There is this inlet where the tokens that were given to you kind of just have a place inside. There's 2 spots. They kind of represent this full moon stage and this new moon stage. So, his darkened black moon and
he's gonna
your
put
pure
his
white.
into the full moon stage, or section, and then he's going to put the dark one into the new moon stage.
Okay. As you do, you see as the door begin to light and several magical sigils and seals begin to spread out from those 2 stones. As they reach towards the ends of the doors, you can see almost as if these large 2 blade structures begin to kind of shift like irises in a camera. And as they shift and move, you can see as the center of the door begins to kind of spread outwards. As it opens further and further and further before it opens just enough as there is a single pathway that kind of leads into this place. In the far back, you can see with what looks like to be a single ray of moonlight, reaching with what looks like to be this room that is filled with this beautiful, almost moonstone-like forge. And there you see this symbol that is kind of just one part being that of the Dusk Mother, and then the other, the symbol of the Hammer High Lord. And inside you can hear this faint magical humming that kind of just echoes out from it. And a bork. As the lot of you enter, you can hear the faint whispers of...
You hear the faint borks of a puppy who wants to steal the spotlight.
Banjo.
Come here. Come here. Yeah. The common tongue that is kind of being spoken amongst these whispers is reminiscent of elves. And as you guys reach towards the center of this forge, the doors, while remaining open, cannot just be
No pressure.
or closed until you have left. As you all enter, there is a new sound, not that of Elven, but something else. Citra, you hear a tongue that you're the only one familiar with. A list of instructions begin to enter your mind. Words of Celestial begin to tell you instructions. And there is also a faint feeling, this ticking sound.
So it's coming from Erithus.
Click of gears and spur.
Citra just kind of looks like she's looking around because she's hearing this, but she can safely assume no one else can, and she's just like, well, grandmother just told me what to do. No time like the present, I guess.
Right.
So, the first instruction. You hear reinforce what you have.
Reinforce what you have, create new.
Create anew.
I'm going to assume that means something that we already have. And she'll look at the rest of you. That is your choice. Whoever wants to go first.
Might as well charge up this bad boy. And he goes forward to bring the bow to the forge.
You're sure?
It's the best we got.
Okay. Just once this starts, I can't stop this, okay?
Okay.
And she'll take the bow and follow. She'll push it back. Okay, she said, not this one.
Okay.
As you take the bow, you hear the
Okay.
words, not this one.
Oh,
It is...
Well, your
This-
bow is forged
This
here,
has already been forged
Oh.
here before.
so it can't
cannot
be
be done
forged
again.
here again.
Alright,
You hear a new voice. Something else.
How many people
Someone
are in the Zoom call?
else, Different person altogether. Stop it. You hear a very light voice, not the same as Erithus, this time a little bit more focused. Protect
Give
them.
them protection.
Give them protection.
armor?
Shield?
Pretty good assumption there, yeah. Do you mind going without your armor for a little bit, Dante?
Sure. Wait, do I even have armor on? I don't think Dante has armor.
You do
He
have
has
armor.
He has leather.
You should have armor.
Dante has leather
If
armor,
you-
but that's it.
If you need a spare set of armor, Airless still has her other set that she had before Dante gave her the plate stuff.
Just so you know, Dante's the same size as Citra.
Not Dante.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dante
sorry,
Dante
yeah.
has leather armor.
Yeah.
That's fine, I think. She'll, kind of, poke at his armor and wait to hear any other words, because it seems to be reacting to everything she does here. This?
As you place your hand on
Yep,
the
this feels like
armament,
the right direction.
Alright.
You feel a draw to it.
Dante pulls it off and gives it over.
As
She's just gonna let it.
you
Yeah.
go over to the forge, you kind of feel like every direction is kind of guiding you there. As you see upon the wall what are these several massive ingots of these pure white pieces of steel. As you pick up one, it is lighter than light, almost like some kind of mithril. But
Ooh. Color her
you can
impressed.
feel just the way it rubs upon your skin. It is harder than adamantine. As you find yourself walking over towards the forge, you begin the heat process as you open the door of this large magical forge, and it's warm but not burning, but there is this eminence as you place in the steel for just a moment, and then as you pull it out, it is already bold and glowing yellow. And as quickly as you pull it out, you find yourself over by the anvil, and you begin to just strike it over and over. And as you do, you begin to form these large metallic plates that you begin to affix to the armor. After which, you hear one more voice. I see. So you've begun the process of elimination. However, I wonder if you have the will to give it my blessing. As a single black feather falls from that long beam of moonlight, comes down as you go and grab one of the
Manja has
fragments
something to
of
say
pine
about
needle.
this.
Oh. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Come here. You're about to get kicked out, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
As it lands on it, Citra,
Charisma. I'm gonna.
I need you to make a
roll
choice
+2, so-
between charisma,
I'll say charisma.
or wisdom. Okay.
Well, my question: if it's gonna be an ability check, like some of them are, it's hard to tell. So.
Yeah.
Oh no! What
show
did you
up
need me
on-
to click? Is my question. Oh, a check, a charisma
On
check. Okay,
D&D Beyond?
I was
Okay,
very
roll it.
confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah, make a check.
I was like,
Make
oh
a
no!
check. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
sorry,
the
if I
curse
wanted it to be a
continues,
save,
the
I would have
six.
said so. Six? There is a faint crack in the fragment. Ah, so you do not have resolve. As a moment is taken and step to the side. Almost as if you're being pulled away from everyone in the forge. As there is a meeting between you and this entity. Much apologies. But I am curious as
My
to
mentality?
your mentality, Citra Idlewind.
Can you get? Yeah.
You are a peace walker. Do you know what peace is worth?
It's everything to me. But...
What is it worth? All throughout history, all throughout the world of Erziheimel, peace has come at a cost of something. Somebody needs to die.
Yeah.
Others need to live. A balance must be kept. As holding up this small stone that was left with a crack in it, you insult the memory that was left behind with these pieces. With a lack of
can I do?
resolve and a lack of my blessing, you cannot do what must be done. You need to accept that sometimes people need to die. And sometimes
I know.
we have to kill them. Igwelv needs to die. Kauro needs to die.
There's that momentary look of pain on her face, but she nods.
Sov needed to die. So, as you face this challenge, I would like to remind you of your resolve. In order to keep the peace, you cannot save everyone.
I understand.
Not
I
every
appreciate
individual
your
can
counsel
be
and your guidance.
persuaded. I can see why Erithus trusted the idol rooms.
Yes, ma'am. She, wipes her eyes a little bit and
Now,
nods.
show me your resolve. One more time. And pulls back. You hold the fragment again upon the armor.
Okay.
I need you to make a charisma
Let's go wisdom.
or a wisdom check.
You got this,
This
Blue.
time with advantage.
There we go. Here's a non-natural 20.
As your eyes just flash for just a moment, you can see as the feather barely drops onto the stone before the hammer comes down and hits it upon the metal. As it begins to hit on the armor, it spreads out like a flash of green energy that comes out like threads and strings before entering the armament and kind of spreading out. And on it you see with what looks like this
Teacher's staring at it like, I just did that.
beautiful piece of angelic-looking armor.
Woo!
Congratulations. You created the first ever fragment of Mythica. Dante,
Ooh.
I need you to add to your equipment, I believe it is called the Seraphim armor.
Yeah. No worries. I guess in the meantime, Siege
Goodness
will,
gracious.
once the weapon is safe
I'm
enough
trying
to
to,
pick up,
I'm trying to
she'll
access
bring it
my
over to Dante.
collection. I just, meh.
Congratulations. It worked.
Yeah.
Well, wow, you did such a great job, Citra.
Not without a lot of help. It's been interesting hearing Erithus and then speaking with the Raven Queen herself.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot going on up
It's
here.
really something else.
Yeah.
I can't add it.
Is it not letting you?
Oh,
It just keeps loading and loading and loading and loading.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll send you more information a bit later, but we'll do it probably during break. But the next item on the list.
Okay.
Citra, you get a faint feeling that maybe it should be your turn this time.
Oof. Okay.
As
Feels
you feel the
kinda look
slight
over her
pull
staff.
coming from
Alright,
your
buddy.
staff.
Time for a final upgrade.
As you go and grab another piece of this metal, and as you place it within this magical forge and you begin to kind of replace these end cup links, you also begin to see that there is a design in mind for you. This feeling a more comfortable grip. There are these gorgeous pieces of leather and also a couple of these very beautiful, magically charged jewels. And as you go and collectively begin to create all these pieces for the staff and forge, you go and pull out the fragment of primeval.
Let's try wisdom again.
I'm gonna have you make
Oh boy.
wisdom or charisma check with advantage.
17.
I'll just do it. As you begin to piece everything together, and as this blackened feather comes out from the rooftop, and as it begins to just barely touch the fragment, you slam the hammer down. As it breaks and creates those long strands once more, as they begin to wrap around and create this arcane design that just emanates not just only on the wood and the leather, but also the metal, as it just flashes for just a moment and then rests back down. As you create the second fragment of Mythica.
Yay.
Go ahead and add Nephilim's Traveler to your item list.
Alrighty. She'll, like, spin it around in her hands for a minute, just to give it a good feel. Oh.
It is lighter than light, and it is tougher than tough. As you feel another
Which
fate
one?
pulls, if there's a string that kind of
I'm assuming it's the
towards
slipstream.
Dawn's axe.
She'll just kind of pause, be like, may I?
The most notable one.
Leo will
Yeah.
pull out the slipstream with a flourish, and he'll slowly hold it out towards Citra.
This is a symbol of my people.
I know.
I'm trusting you with it.
I appreciate your trust. But know that I'm being guided through this as well.
Then I guess I'm trusting them too, he says to the room.
Yeah.
The they.
The they.
The they, them.
The mythical they.
As you take the axe and pull another piece of the metal from this wall, and as it comes out of the forge, there is something that you can do to infuse, as you make a lot of smaller details kind of pop out, and you begin to reinforce the handle with this metal, and see as it becomes not just only that pure white, but also you can see with what is this deliberate glow that comes from the metal itself. And you can almost feel as if the axe gets lighter and lighter the more you add to it. And finally, as that black
Ready?
feather comes down from the moonlight,
Oh.
I need you to make me another wisdom or charisma
No.
check with advantage.
Oh. There's my curse again.
As you go and to strike it, you crack the fragment.
Shake it off.
You take a moment just to kind of sit back a bit. Yeah.
And she is worried about
You are
Samael
letting the
probably just
stress
bursting on
of
in and
almost
all
as
this
if
as well.
time is against your side right now. As you get up with the hammer in hand and you kind of just let the muscles flex a bit before relaxing and calming down.
Alright.
As you approach once again, go ahead and make me one more check.
13 and a
With
13. I rolled the
advantage.
same number twice.
Alright. You just barely make it. As that feather is floating there, and you take the fragment. You let it, as it enters within the crack, as you slam down on the axe, and as all the strings begin to form around the axe, you begin to see that the form becomes not just only reinforced, but also a little, maybe a bit bigger. You can definitely tell, but as you pick it up, it is
like floating in her hands. Or
not just lighter than feather; it's lighter than air itself. And it is perfectly balanced. And this is where I apologize to you, Connor. It is known as the Imperium Slipstream, which I will finish later this
How dare you?
inventory, so I do apologize, but it is a beautiful axe. I can promise you that.
Listen, a lot's been going on.
I was writing it up and it's needed to get done. It's my mistake. Yeah.
Good of you.
Leo takes it and he sort of bends his wrist up and down a little bit, and he eyes it curiously.
Feels like there's nothing at all in my hand.
Crazy, isn't it?
That's gonna have to take some getting used to. But it's gorgeous.
And he sort of does a flourish with it. Spins the haft between his fingers and then catches it by the head.
Airless is in the corner, just a small applause of ooh.
Just golf clap.
Yes, golf clap.
Little bow. Little bow.
And finally, that last pool, it kind of draws you to Airless.
She'll let Airless make the decision. She's like, it's asking for your shield.
Well, I'm rather fond of the shield, but I believe I can place my trust in you and this entity who's guiding you.
The Raven Queen and Erithus would be those two entities thus far.
Then I must properly give my thanks after this whole adventure's done.
Yeah. But I appreciate your trust. I know we've only just met, and this is quite a bit. So fast.
What's a team if you can't trust them?
Fair enough.
I wish you the best, Citra. Here, take care of it.
I will. She just very carefully carries a shield she's not used to having to carry.
As you do, you find yourself only getting an idea of what needs very simplistic improvements. A new leather backing, probably a bit more of a longer design. Something that helps not just only protect the
making it more into a
upper
tower
body,
shield,
but
okay.
also probably the knees, given the size of the shield and the person carrying it. Yeah. As you go and pick up the rest of the metal and some brand new leathers, you also see that the handle could definitely use a mild improvement to fit the hand better, and also the strap probably needs a something that can hold along with all that metal and muscle. As you go and strike true, and you just feel your hand being guided with every metal and every clang and every cut of leather.
Last one.
And finally, you hold the fragment out. as that last black feather comes down. Go ahead and make me a charisma or wisdom.
I'm gonna go with that 16.
With advantage. Alrighty. As it touches the fragment, you feel the strike as it comes down on that single eye. And as it does, you can see as the eye goes from slitted to a star-like design in several different directions, almost as if letting in more light and more vision into it, as it reaches into the shield and its elongated form. As those strands begin to wrap, you also begin to see what is draconic writing being made across these new pieces. This representation of the Platinum Emperor kind of fulfilling a request to
Is
a
Citrus
royal
able to
knight
pick this up since it got bigger?
to his son.
Just picks up like, huh, whoa.
Don't worry, the original shield comes in at 6 pounds.
It's lighter.
Okay, we'll get to that during break.
Yeah, she'll bring the
I did make the
shield
shield.
over to
I
her.
do apologize. I forgot what the name is, but we'll get to that in the,
Tell me
during
how
the
it
break.
feels.
But
Well, Airless will very delicately inspect the facing side.
She'll point out all the new draconic writing and whatnot that appeared before her.
I suppose I need to learn to read Draconic now. That can wait.
Leodon will lean over and he'll read the script.
Oh, if you'd be so kind.
Dante can also read Draconic.
Not Citrus.
Airless is the only one that can't.
Nope, Citrus can't either.
Oh, okay. Yay, we
As-
can read Draconic.
yeah, as it writes, "A gift to my children, may you be protected for all of eternity. May the love of the Platinum Emperor keep you safe
Well, that's a blessing.
and keep you
Certainly is.
perspective."
You got 2 blessings, technically.
I suppose so. I'm gonna have to make a list. Who am I gonna have to thank after this? So the Platinum King, the Raven Queen.
And she'll just, like, take a moment, steps back, and she just
The
gonna
Platinum
quietly thanks them
Emperor,
for
the
their
Raven
guidance.
Queen, the... And as the lot of you with these beautiful weapons and armament,
Dante, you hear it, right?
you hear the footsteps
Do you hear it?
approaching from outside the vault. As stepping through the hallway, you see 3 individuals. You see as Samael enters the room first. And you can definitely tell just by the weight of his footsteps, almost as if they hit the stone with almost as if 1,000 pounds just walk on this stone. You see a female figure, a bit more human in character, and finally Trostmorn. As Trostmorn carries next to him this large case,
So more like a
kind of like
crate
this
than a
giant
case
wooden
kind of
box that is ornate and heavily
thing. Oh,
sealed.
okay. Okay, that helps. Thank you.
It's like a footlocker for like the military kind of deal. Yeah. Yeah. As he stands there across from all of you with weapons in hand. I see. Weapons for yourselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or whatever mission ahead of you.
Aye.
Good. I wouldn't want any of you heading into whatever battle not well prepared. Dante, again, I must thank you for opening the vault. I had another matter to attend to. As he goes and snaps his finger, you see as the woman quickly leaves the side and Trostmorn goes over towards the anvil. And as he places the large case on top, you see as the woman, "Careful, you lug!" And see as he opens the case, you see with what is this large, glowing dodecahedron-like thing. And it's glowing, this massive piece of energy that just fills the room. You can feel it almost as if it reaches, especially towards anyone that is a spellcaster.
Citra would actually pause and then
It fills
look
you
at
with
her
energy.
team and then look at
There's this
Samael.
rush of
What is that?
arcane magic that comes from it.
Oh shit, the thing we're supposed to get in episode 1!
That right
yeah.
there is a core
yeah.
of Arcana.
Where did you get this?
Is an old prisoner within the dunes.
See,
We procured it
the three of
under
us look at each other like, oh,
certain circumstances.
right!
Found ourselves needing it a little bit more than he did.
The same thing that powers the train?
Yes. But
What are you
we have no
creating with
intention
that?
of creating such a menial machine. At least for now. As Trostmorn goes to lift it up and places it down onto the forge, you can see as the woman quickly takes some of the metal off of the wall and places it within the forge. A means to an end. We are finally going to make sure that they understand what it means, and hopefully this will create a catastrophic level of surrender. As you see as she pulls out the pieces of metal and creates what is this metal band, as well as pulling out certain alchemical designs onto one of the tables, and as she quickly begins to make this
Samael,
device.
what exactly are you creating?
I really wish we had access to this forge before. This is
How should
far
we be
quicker.
worried?
No, of course not. I don't know why any of you would be worried. It's a weapon designed specifically to
Citra kind
eliminate.
of rummaging around in her memories. The last time they saw
right.
a weapon in Killingsmire was a bomb.
Dante's going to step where. You're not going to drop this on Bulletstone, are you? No, you look at me.
Dante.
No, you listen here.
Think of this.
I have family in Bulletstone.
Mortal good. As he looks at you almost expressionless. Family. What of me?
Are there bombs
Mother-
dropping here?
Do we not matter? not see the devastation that they've already caused? Have you not looked around? Enemies at our door! All the things that they have taken, not just from me, but from you as well! I intend to put an end to this. I intend to put an end to it now, tonight. There will be no more Congress, no High Lords. This will be the end of them. And whatever's left, they can pick up the pieces afterwards. As you hear one last slam of the metal and the hammer, as they begin to put together these plates and pieces. You can see as this giant metal ring kind of holds the whole thing together. Trostmorn, is it done? He begins to kind of step back. Yeah. I believe it is. He looks up to the lot of you. We had a deal, Dante.
What deal?
I recommend
Dante
that you keep it.
is going to pull out his... Finish.
I promised... I promised that I would not stand in any of your way when you decide to make your weapons. Whatever it is you wanted to create here within the forge is none of my concern nor business. Your path is your own. But Dante promised me I would be able to make whatever I want afterwards, after I'm done. So, I don't intend to hand my entire army
massacre an entire
with menial weapons. I intend to make Kilixmeyer surrender. It will make them realize that they cannot make a move like this ever again on us.
This is how you intend to honor the life of a kind woman.
They can't lead their armies when they're all dead.
Indiscriminate slaughter.
You were behind the Stonemaker's madness. This is no different.
Yes, and thanks to his design. Of course, and it's thanks to his design that we are able to perfect
That red
this
starts
device.
to streak across his face. Like a straight mask across his eyes.
This... We've delayed this conversation long enough, so...
Dante draws his
all
bow.
of you, please move out of my way. I will proceed onward with my plan. And you all may leave here.
He's not alone. He's not alone in this.
Can't
As
possibly
Airless
be
comes up
serious.
and stands next to him. Shield raised.
Well then. If it must be this way, then it shall be this way. Trostmorn? Leave. I'll handle this myself as I've done before. He looks to the woman. They both leave outside of the vault. Now, time has passed. But I refuse to believe that any of you have ever gotten truly stronger than I. I will bring that to Kilixmeyer tonight, whether any of you like it or not. As you see that form that you saw before, Dante, and Leodon
just kind of
and
grabs
Citra,
at her side a little bit, remembering all that.
figure you remember very clearly that night, that snowy night, as this large metallic form stands before you. You can see almost demonic in design as the hand hovers over the Arcan blade. Shall we?
Damn.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
Well, dang.
Alrighty.
Fight mode activate.
So,
Samael part
well
2.
then, give me a little bit of time, you guys, because I'm gonna try and fix something really quick,
Without the new weapons.
because I know exactly how I need to do something, but I'm not letting you go in. Yep. All right. Well then,
Samael,
that being said, we'll be back in 10 minutes, and we will see where this goes. See you guys in 10. Break time.
Let's go.
Hey,
Oh god.
Connor.
It's
Since
pee-pee
he has to step
time.
away.
We're back. Ready for an exciting little thing about to happen, you guys.
Are we? Wait, Jade, do you have your thing equipped?
Oh, yeah. Did you see it?
One sec. Oh.
Yeah, I sent a message to you.
Did you send it to me? Oh.
Yeah. The Moon Seraphim Armor.
It is not.
Let's see. I think the problem is I can't get to the part where I have to add it.
Oh, Aaron, you may have to do that for them.
All right.
Oh, wait, actually, I got it.
Oh, you did?
We got better
Yay!
Hey.
We're in town. We got better reception now.
Yeah, buddy.
Do.
Now I think we're ready.
Alrighty.
Woohoo!
Oh, shit, my AC is 17 now.
You right?
Alrighty. So, with that, let us begin this little soiree. As Sam begins to kind of corner the lot of you, you can see as this armament, demonic in shape. Hand on the blade as you, Dante, standing in front of him to hopefully push off what might come to pass. Citra, as you kind of step to the side next to the anvil, your hip just barely knocks into it as the hammer falls, almost as if a sink of time begins to pass. And as it hits the ground, blades become unsheathed. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Here we go! Show me that natural 1. Oh no, I got a natural 20! Oh dear!
Oh!
Alright, that's a 14 unless I want to use my advantage roll. Oh hell, why not? Let's roll again. Yeah, the 14's better.
Okay.
Here I go! 8.
I'm so sorry, Leo.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it was that funny, just the way you said 8.
8!
Alright. And as such, as Sam goes to draw the blade first, he creates his first move. He runs up to you, Dante. And he's going to lay into you. First one's going to be a 23 to hit.
It hits.
Second one's going to be a 26 to hit.
It hits.
And his last one is going to be a 22 to hit.
It hits.
Alright. Alrighty.
Oh.
Poor Dante.
It's a boss fight.
It is a boss fight. I am glad to see that you still have that dice marker on there, Aaron, so we know which way is north.
Yeah. You're taking 48 points of slashing damage as quickly as the blade exits out through the sheath, it re-enters and you are left behind with 3 large gashes across your body. As it goes back, you can see him just step back just a bit. You're a little bit more reinforced this time, Dante. Impressive.
Okay.
And
Can
as
I use
such,
the kitty dodge as one of them?
uh,
Are we past that point?
that last attack, if you want to do an uncanny dodge.
I'll do it on that last one.
All right, so it goes down from a 48 to a 46.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, 46 damage.
Alrighty.
Well, if you would be having the damage for uncanny dodge.
Yeah, that's why I halved it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From just the one source.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alrighty. And as such, as he imposes himself from the entrance, I need Dante, Leodon, Citra, and Aerolist all to make charisma saving throws.
Charisma saving
boy.
throws.
All right. Let's see what happens here.
I have a feeling I know what this is.
Oh, dear
25.
me.
Okay. Oh.
17.
So I rolled a nat 1,
14?
and mine is a +1, so I got a
Okay.
2.
So only Citra and Dante managed to make it. As you, Aerolist, and you, Leodon, feel this immense, fearful pressure coming out from him. And it weighs down on all of you as you are considered frightened, and you have advantage as long as he is in sight, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, as well as you cannot move closer to him.
Also, who's within 10 feet of me?
Hold on a second.
one.
I gotta check something real quick here.
Is no one
You're
within
right.
10 feet
You're-
of me?
It's
Yep.
just him for now.
Okay.
Alrighty. And with his opener being done, Citra, you are up.
Yeah. She's gonna close the distance real fast. And get behind him. And tell Dante to close his eyes, and she gonna bonus action the wings. Sorry, I know I'm gonna make you move a lot.
Okay, Dante, of course, closes his eyes.
Alrighty.
He's gonna have to make that roll. I don't
It's
remember what
Constitution, I believe.
Yeah, and all of my saves are at a 18. Unless it's the dex, then it's 19.
Let's see. So that's going to put him squarely at a 22.
Of course it does.
Yep.
It's fine.
As a giant flash of light, as he goes to look behind and it just flashes, you can see as the armor just barely keeps the blindness away.
Because of course it does. And she's gonna make her 2 attacks onto him.
Alrighty.
Here's hoping.
Fingers crossed.
Nope, I know that 15 is not gonna hit
Yeah.
that armor.
As you go and strike, you just hit pure metal. And also,
Second one's a nat 20.
second one's a nat 20. Okay, roll me damage and I'm going to roll it back on you.
Oh boy. So, it's a 2d8 plus 5, and then I have to add the radiant damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's 17 for that, and then clear. 1d6 and then a 1d5. Or 1d... just add 5. 1d6
Yeah.
for radiant again. So that's 5, and then 5 so extra radiant, and she's... That's all she can do for now, 'cause she bonus actioned her wings. So
Alrighty.
in total, it's 27 points of damage with the bludgeoning and the radiant.
See, Alright. As you go and hit the back of the armor a couple of times, your hand just barely also scrapes along the armor as every melee attack does damage back to you.
Melee
And-
attack does damage back.
Mhm.
Oh,
And-
dear.
You are taking 11 points of piercing damage as you go and hit him twice, and you just feel as if spikes just blast out towards you, and it hurts.
Ow.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. And that will be the end of Citra's turn. It is now his legendary action.
Shit.
Oh, right, these things.
Yeah. Boss battles.
Yeah,
Here we go again.
we can do this, Blue. Let's go.
As he turns,
If he's
Towards
moving
you,
away from me,
Citra.
okay, no, he's not. All
No. As he stands before you, he is going to use his legendary actions to do his 2 unarmed melee strikes with his armor.
With his he's beating me with his armor.
As you see what is these large gauntlets and spikes upon them. Alright, so first one's a 26, the other one is a 29.
Uh,
11. As you are taking 19 points of piercing damage as he turns around and he's just one in the face and then one in the stomach. As you just feel your breath almost leave you just for a second. Oh, I remember this part.
do you?
You get a sense that this is the one that you fought that night.
No, she knows. At this point,
Yeah.
she's already connected these dots. Her insight's 18. I
Yep.
think she's got it.
Yeah, as you look into the armor, you see those blazing red eyes, something else behind this armor. Alright. And that will be the end of Citra's turn. Dante, you are up.
Now you have an ally within reach.
Okay. All right. Dante's gonna do something. He's going to. Shit.
Well, that would be an unfortunate thing to do in the middle of battle.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing he doesn't have a lot of dexterity, so I'm gonna cast a good old sacred flame on this bitch. And he has to make a dex save of 16.
Okay. It's gonna be a 14.
Ah, he don't make it.
Alrighty.
Alright, so he's going to take 15 points of radiant damage. And then... Shit. Virgil's not on my wrist, is he? Shit.
Not yet. I'm pretty sure you took your gem back.
No, because they have to stay in the door in order for it to stay open.
No. That's not what I
No?
heard. Is that... No? I don't think so.
Is that what happened, Aaron?
No, Virgil's not here.
No, they're asking if they were able to take the... When they open the doors, do they leave?
No. No,
the
you
stones
left
are in
it
the door?
behind.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, then yeah, Virgil's gone. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Okay. Shit. I have a question that we never really discussed before. Is there a way for me to call him when he's not on my wrist?
You don't know. You've never tried.
You can try.
Alright, fuck it. Alright, Dante's gonna call on Virgil's... Virgil!
As a moment passes, almost as if to come out from the back of your armor, a large glowing hawk-like creature reinforced with almost these metal bits across it.
Oh!
These spectral metal bits.
Oh!
Teacher just looks up like, Virgil got an upgrade too?
Oh! And he's gonna use his movement, cause bonus action. He's gonna use his movement to just move behind, Samael without.
You're already
moving his,
behind Samael.
Oh, I'm
You
already
wa-
behind him?
Yeah,
You and
he
I are
was
on
the
either
one that
side of him.
attacked you.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
on either side of him right now.
Yeah.
I'm flanking him for you. I'm also within 10 feet of you.
Okay. Alright, can I have Virgil do anything, or is my bonus action just to summon him?
Your bonus action is to summon him.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave Virgil right here, and Dante is going to move. Are there any walls around? Sorry, it's a little blurry for me.
Yeah, there's walls all around.
Like blocking walls?
You're gonna have to be very clear about what you mean by blocking walls.
Okay, is that thing... I want to say to the south, in the center of the room, is that a wall? Or is that a person?
That's Aerolist.
That one. That's Aerolist?
That's Aerolist,
Alright,
yeah.
Me!
What's that thing that you just pointed at before, Aerolist?
This is the forge, and this is what they left behind.
Alright, Dante's gonna move towards that.
Alright. As you do, he is going to make an attack of opportunity on you, Dante.
Okay. And let me see.
It's going to be a 21 to hit.
It hits, but... Wait, one sec. I have a special ability here. Sorry, let me close this out. Dante's gonna use Dark Side of the Moon.
Remind me what that does?
For a moment, you become like a shadow on the dark side of the moon, become harder to hit. Once per long rest, as a reaction, if a target makes a melee ranged spell attack on you, you can have them roll all at disadvantage. So he has to roll at a disadvantage.
Alright. It's going to be 17.
Just barely
beats
makes it. Just meets it, which beats it.
Darn.
Alrighty.
Damn, I'm so close. I thought I was being clever there.
You were. It just didn't work, that's all.
Alright, so you're taking 15 points of slashing damage, and he's going to use his special ability. You're not going anywhere.
He also has Sentinel, doesn't he?
Yep.
Mother trucker, there's so many Sentinels.
Oh, you're going nowhere.
Alright, so he's considered stunned?
You can't move. Your movement has become 0. You cannot move.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hold on. Okay, no, I can't do anything.
Let me see if my guy does anything. Wait. Let's see if I get... do I need a saving throw for this at all?
Nope. If
just
it hits
happens.
you stop.
I stop? Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Alright, well, I can't really do anything.
Alright. It is the end of Dante's turn. It is now another legendary action.
Oh dear.
Shit.
He's holding the disc. The disc of pain.
Discus.
We don't like the disc of pain.
Okay. I need... Actually, no. It is up against your guys' ACs.
Up against our ACs.
Yep. As he's going to use his legendary action, a move from the Arcane Blade.
This thing again.
Alright. Citra?
Hmm.
He's critting on you. And Dante, that's going to be a 13.
Why is
Doesn't
it always
hit.
me? Why is it always me?
See. See, 10.
It's taking a long time.
You're
to map
taking
this one.
15 points of slashing damage as the blade immediately gets drawn as a whip of wind and blades surround him. Actually, no, I need also Dante, I need Virgil to make... Oh, no, wait, I need to do it on Virgil. What's...
Virgil's AC with the new weaponing or armoring?
It would be... It would have been +2, something I wanted to note. So 2 more higher, but I think A27 is hitting either which way.
Yeah, for sure it's hitting him.
So he's also taking 15 points of slashing damage.
And
And
he's done for.
Yeah.
He's moving out of my way?
Nope, this is an effect of the blade.
Oh,
As he comes slashing out, as a lot of you guys just begin to feel this whip of air, it makes your eyes water a bit. Citra, you just get cut in several different places, as almost as if wisping through the air, he appears right next to you, Aralist, a source of your fear. And as he looks at you, yes, you're new. I want to see how well you stand.
oh boy.
All right, and that will be the end of the legendary action. Aralist, you are up.
Well, it's a good thing he moved right up next to me because I can't willingly move towards him while I'm frightened.
Ho ho, you're approaching me.
Ho ho.
Alright, well, in this case, given he is right there, up in her face, I think she's going to start with a nice swing of the blood axe.
All right, keep in mind, all your attacks are with disadvantage because you're in fear of him.
Yep, I know. Alright, first one's a 26, but let's do that disadvantage. Oh, my 26 is the lower roll.
Yeah, it still hits.
Oh,
I get a nat 20 on a second.
Rest in Reese's Pieces, nat 20.
Reese's in fucking pieces.
Ooh, okay. Alright, that is 2d12 plus 5 slashing damage, if it hits. 18.
All right. 18. Alrighty. As your axe comes down and it hits just between the plating of the armor, and as such, you take 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, ow, that stings. Whatever am I going to do? Alright, so be advised, everybody. Everybody in the room, everybody listening. This is my first time playing as a fighter, and this is literally my first fight as
You got this. If you need help, let us know.
The fighter.
All I know is that you have multiple attacks.
Alright, yeah, so that was my first hit. So attacks per action, I got 3, so that was 1. You know what? Let's swing that blood axe one more time.
All right.
Again, disadvantage. Okay, first roll is 24. Second roll is 19.
Will not hit.
Darn.
As you come with the axe once again, you're also still taking a single point of piercing damage. As you just hit the armor, it's just, again, pain, ow, and you feel this eminence of fear. You're just wildly swinging. Alrighty.
Alright, let's see here. And let me see.
What is combat superiority?
Let's see here. So, yeah, go ahead, Connor. You know better than I do.
Is this a part of your Battlemaster
She's
abilities?
got 5 points of combat superiority, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you have superiority dice.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So those are basically a group of d6s in a pool that you can use to use your Battlemaster maneuvers. Whenever you use one of your Battlemaster maneuvers, you can roll one of those d6s, and then, depending on what it is, it does a different thing. Most of the time it does damage, other times it does other things.
Actually, she's got d10s.
Oh.
Because I'm level 15,
yeah.
so.
I didn't realize they changed at higher levels, so.
Yeah, she's got a few of those things. I'm just trying to help you out, Kendra. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I appreciate any help.
You've got a few of these. I'm gonna list them to you, Connor, just so we can help her out real quick.
Please and thank you, because I
So
can't read everything all at once.
You should have a set number of Battlemaster maneuvers that you have at this level.
Yep.
Class feature.
I see it. So you have a few of these. You have Brace, Riposte, Evasive Footwork, Commanding Presence, Rally, Disarming Attack, and Distracting Strike.
And I'm not sure which one to choose.
Did you hit on one of those attacks?
For this second one, no. The first one I did hit.
Okay, so for the first one, you can use it. You add. You can roll a superior die and add that to the total of the damage roll on the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you. Has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn.
So basically, if I roll a superiority dice, it adds an amount. If I land a hit, then that amount adds on to that hit. If I don't land a hit,
it adds to the damage. I think most of the time you would need to hit with your Battle Master maneuvers. There are some there's some that specifically require you not to hit, like feint.
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
and your superiority die would add damage.
Yeah.
It really depends on
Yeah.
what you're trying to. Let me here. I'll link you this.
Okay.
I'm really sorry, but we do have very limited time to do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think at this point I'm just going to go along with things, and I'll try to get this thing going. Again, This is my first time playing it as a fighter. I'm so sorry.
I know.
So
I know.
we're gonna do one more shot with that blood axe. Let's hope and pray. Oh, I think I'm gonna be stuck with that one. I rolled a 1.
Yep.
That's an 11.
Unfortunately,
Ah.
as you go and try and strike with the axe one more time, just without any feeling behind it. Unfortunately, it's just this emanating fear that comes from him.
Do I take one more damage?
Oh yes, you do.
Okay.
You take another point of piercing.
Oh my god, I'm down to 111.
Feels nice, right?
I'm down to very high.
Alrighty, and that is going to be end of that turn.
Yep.
Leodon, you're up.
Okay, I'm weighing how much I want us to win with how little I want you to hate me.
Well,
That depends.
give him hell, Connor.
I mean, so I can tell I'm being magically influenced to be afraid from this armor, right?
It's not well, it's more of his own personal presence. It's
His Ryatsu.
yeah. The
He's
weight
Okay.
is coming
Not so
off
much
of
what he's
him.
wearing.
Yeah.
Also, do we get a saving throw at the end of our turns for that?
Actually, yes.
Yeah, so Airless, you should need to
yes.
roll.
Yeah.
What should I roll?
I believe it's charisma saving throw. Yes.
Okay, charisma. Let's roll. How's a 14?
Nope.
Damn
Is
it.
Airless,
All right,
wait,
well-
is Airless within 10 feet of Dante?
No. Yeah, they're about 15 feet out.
Dante, get your butt over here.
Fuck you. I'm trying. I got stuck.
All right.
Okay. I for the sake of time, I will just do this. Leodon he'll back up against the wall slightly. Because he's being influenced. He's afraid to get close to this thing. He can't get closer. His hands are shaking. He's sweating. He knows that if he swings, he will probably miss. He can't get any closer, and then he thinks, he can't get any closer. But someone else could. And he grabs the slipstream by the axe head again, and he smacks it against reality itself as it shatters in front of him, creating a portal to a Fey dimension.
What level is this?
I am going... this is a 4th level spell that I am using.
Oh god.
Actually, no, he can't. He can't use it.
He can't use his counterspell that every fucking enemy in this campaign has.
He can't use it because he already used this reaction for Sentinel.
Wait,
Get fucked, idiot. I am going to spend a 4th level spell slot to cast Conjure Woodland Beings, and it's 60 feet away, I am going to conjure a satyr thornbearer.
I don't have a satyr miniature, but
Find a horse
We'll
if you
make
have one.
You can find that
A
crazy
horse.
flayed horse, man, that Dante was gonna face.
Oh my god.
Oh, the god. The
here,
Yeah,
I'll
he's
give you a
scary.
null instead.
There. I can summon it 60 feet away from me. So I'm going to summon it. Far away from him, if possible.
Far away from him?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Let's take it with him. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my action. I don't really have anything else to do on my turn. My Conjure Wooden Beings... Do they roll for their initiative?
They move when you move. It makes things a lot easier.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, well, then at the end of my turn, he will move. I will issue him a command in Sylvan. And he is going to fire 3 short bow attacks at Samael.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my. The first one is a 22.
That will not hit.
A 22 does not hit.
Does not hit. He's a boss.
What's this guy made
Okay.
of? Air?
Second attack. Is a 16.
Nope.
Third attack is a 9.
Nope. As he unleashes 3 arrows and just pings off of the armor, it just almost comes off as like he doesn't need a shield. He doesn't need much of anything. He just relies solely on this piece of equipment.
Of course it does.
I see. I should have done the other thing.
You learn.
Alright. Well, guess that'll be the end of my turn.
Oh.
And I make a wisdom save to
Yep.
try and shake this off.
Is it wisdom or charisma?
I think it's charisma.
Charisma.
Oh, God. Fear effect on the charisma save? Damn. Alright. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. That's a 4.
Nope. Alright, you're still in fear of him. Alright, it is now top of the round. Samael. As he looks at all of you kind of just viciously unimpressed.
Viciously unimpressed. Okay. Alright, guys.
Listen, we just
Yes.
have some low rolls.
Yeah, I should have done the other thing.
Looking at you, Aerolist.
Oh boy.
Oh, lordy.
Let's see. Okay.
I don't like that sound.
Okay.
Oh.
How can I get you all in?
I'm sorry?
Perfect. As he's gonna turn. Let me get out about here.
Would Aerolist get an opportunity attack?
Would I get an opportunity? Yes, please.
You will.
Oh no.
Well, doesn't that happen first?
Yep. As he just turns away from you, Aerolist, as if everything you tried to do against him was not impressive enough, and you get this moment that you think you can attack, so go ahead and make me an attack with disadvantage.
Do I want to? You know what? Let's. Can I use my blood axe in this? The reach is only 5 feet there, but he is walking away.
No, it's when he's
Yeah,
about
he's-
to move away
yeah.
from you, so it's within your
Okay.
reach before he walks away.
Okay,
Yeah.
alrighty. Thank you!
No worries.
Alright, let's give it a shot. That first one landed a 21. And the second one's a 21. Thank you, dice.
Fortunately, both do not hit.
Well,
Eh,
that's a
If a
disadvantage roll.
if a 22 did not hit, a 21 certainly will not.
Well, I'm glad the dice at least gave me the same number twice.
As he stands there kind of in the middle of the room, is like, I appreciate all the effort, but unfortunately, I'm just going to leave you all bleeding for now. As he looks towards you, Dante, I really recommend changing your mind and not fighting this fight against me. As he goes and draws the blade, he's going to use one of its abilities as there is a whip of swords and blades that enter this room on a very massive scale. Alrighty. And now I gotta count a lot of dice.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Let's see. As see, so that beats your AC, Citra. Dante, Leodon, lastly Aerolist. Amazingly, Aerolist is the one that's only taken half damage.
Airless is the one wearing full armor.
Yep.
I'm basically a walking tin can.
As the whole lot of you are taking 76 points of magical slashing
For
damage.
fuck's sake.
Well,
Oh,
she's
shit.
dead.
Yep.
Dante's gone.
Where's Leodon right now?
I'm still up, but I'm not happy.
Yeah. And Aerolist, you're taking half that amount of damage.
Okay, what did you say? 76?
Yep, 76.
Okay, so 38.
And I drop concentration on Conjure Woodland Beings as well.
Yep.
Alright, well, owie, that hurt.
Yep. As he looks at all of you.
Actually,
This
hold
is
on,
dis-
real quick.
Mhm.
Can I use my Stone's Endurance? It's a reaction.
What does that do?
So-
Let's see here. You can supernaturally
Sorry.
draw an unyielding stone. You can use your reaction to roll a d12, add your Constitution modifier to the number rolled, and reduce the number by that total.
Yeah.
Okay. So from what was it?
So 1d12 plus my Constitution. Would that be the +3 or the +8? I'm trying to know here. Okay, that's the saving throw. Okay, so it's a +3. So d12. Let's roll. That's 11 plus my 3 with a mod for
14.
that. So 14. So I will gain 14 back here on that. So I'm not as dire, even though it wasn't dire to begin with.
All right. As you just take the full brunt of these slashes, as you see Dante and Citra get blown away and hit the wall, just creating nothing but a blood splatter. And Leodon, you are just dropped down to the floor with very little to say to your name. So disappointing. He walks over and he picks up the device, and as he goes to draw the blade one more time, You can see as he slashes it into open air, it creates this small gate that leads straight into Killick's Mire. As he looks towards you, Leodon, you seem like a calm and reasonable man.
Oh boy.
Would you dare to cross me again like this?
He slowly stands back to his feet.
Do you remember what I told you at the summit? You do this, and you become everything you hate.
You're right. But who can say what I hate will no longer exist after tonight? As he walks through the gate, and as it shuts closed, you are all left there again in pain and defeat.
Can you feel pain when you're in a coma?
That the end of combat here.
Well, that didn't go too well.
No.
I don't think it was ever going to go well.
I think that was a squash fight.
That didn't seem like a fight we were meant to win.
Nope. It's a story point.
You guys were trapped in an enclosed room with somebody who has a very wide range of hurting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 76 damage, no save.
Well, it was
Didn't
against
think we
all...
were winning that one.
Technically, it was against your guys' AC, but even if he didn't get through your AC, it's still half damage.
Yeah, like I said, we weren't winning that one. Well, Leo's going to go over and he's going to cast Healing Spirit on Citra to get her back up.
She's like
Yeah.
barely staring at the ceiling. Huh? Ow.
Don't worry, Airless is there to help prop you up so that you don't fall back over.
You heal for a whole 3.
Hey! It's still healing. Oh, boy.
It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing.
Hello, can I... apply? There we go. Alright. We failed, didn't
We
we?
need to get Dante.
She'll...
It doesn't matter. We have to go now. He's in Killick's Mire.
Yep.
We have to warn someone. Eloise.
She'll hand you the...
Anyone.
She is handing you the Stone of Far Speech. This goes straight to Kimmy. She has a direct line to him. Use it. Now. I'll deal with the healing.
He takes it and he activates it.
Kimi. Samael has a magical device. He's going to kill everyone in Killick's Mire.
As a quickened voice returns to you. No. I'll inform Alois immediately, and I'll be sending Dr. Salazar as well.
Citra is gonna be Beaconing of Hope. Since we're out of combat, you know, she'll use it, and then so when she's healing, it's max healings. So... Alright, Dante... Oh, wait, I don't have to roll it. What am I doing? So it's 3d8. Sorry. Brain derped.
As a few minutes begin to pass.
So you get 26 points back, Dante.
26 bit. Okay.
Yeah. And then she'll do the same for herself.
As you hear the rapid footsteps coming down, as you see that shade and shadow of the rather large figure of Alois Azure as he enters this vault. Hell. As he approaches a lot of you, what happened?
Samael. He's way more powerful than we thought.
He has a...
He's got some sort of magical device. He's going to set it off in Killick's Mire.
It's a core of Arcanum. He's rigged to be a bomb.
We need to get him.
Ash and I.
We need to get him now.
As
You're also getting 24 points.
he looks at the lot of you, And how do you intend to actually stop him? If you couldn't do it here, how do you intend to stop him there?
Oh, where is your fucking help?
We have to do something!
Why can't you?
You see that there is a delay in that notion, almost as if he himself is mildly terrified at Samael.
We have to do something.
The only way to truly
Otherwise, thousands of people are going to die for nothing.
The only way to truly stop him is to take away the Arkham Blade, and unfortunately, he has no intention of letting something like that go.
Wait.
There is a reason why it was hidden away. He is capable of rendering entire swaths of people with that sword, but that's not fast enough for him. If I was to even go myself, if I sent anyone from the Black Archives after him, he'd just do the same to all of you. You best be lucky to believe that you even have your lives. Samael is an unstoppable force. It looks towards you, Dante. I warned you about crossing him.
So we were just supposed to stand by and do nothing? While he killed all those people?
The least we could do was try.
Dante's gonna think for a moment. God, he's gonna commune with his goddess. Because we are now out of options. Alright, what do I have to roll to commune with her?
You don't. You just cast it, and you ask your 3 questions.
Okay. Okay, so
Keep them
Dante's
yes or
gonna
no.
do, because it... Okay. So Dante is going to start with his hands on one side. Like, he's on his back because he just got his ass fucking handed to him. And he's gonna
They have to be
open his...
yes or no questions, by the way.
Yep. And he's gonna open his hands open wide. Goddess, I need you.
As you beckon to the Dusk Mother, you hear this faint voice just whisper over your shoulder. I am here, my child.
Okay.
What is it
Can
that
we
you like
stop?
to ask?
Is there a way to get there fast enough to stop him?
You get this confirmation, this sound, this feeling, a confidence, as it points towards the sapphire dragon in the room. He can send you there.
Is there a way to stop him?
Yeah, is there a way to stop him?
There is another confirmation. However, in this faint moonlight that you still see in the center of the forge, you see the face of your mother.
Okay.
I had the exact same idea, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, your fucking perception, man. I'm just saying.
He sees
can
all,
stop.
with and without a character.
She can stop him. Okay.
The face Just the face, not the
Just the face.
entirety of the...
You're a changeling.
Alright, gotta take Mumsy's face. Alright, and... I guess the last one, Can you protect the Thalian cliffs while we're gone?
There is a slight delay to this, but... in the middle of your commune, the room darkens, and you are brought to that field by the mountainside once again as you stare out into this mountain that curves over, and the moon looks much like an eye. As you begin to realize the curve of that mountain is actually the one that is like the Thalia Cliffs. In the open field down below, you stare up high and see that house. You hear faint grassy footsteps as they walk towards you. Oh, Dante. I have every honest belief that the Thalia Cliffs will remain protected. However, the enemy you face is not one to be taken lightly. I will send my devas. I will send my angels to keep this place protected.
Thank
The
you.
night. The night is mine. And you will act as my champion till then. I'll provide you with just this one gift. She places a hand upon your face. These are dark times, Dante. You will be needed for many things, and I will call upon you when I so desire. Do not forget that.
Yes, goddess.
Your
I
devotion
will
will
never
pay
forget
off.
this. I will never forget this
As-
kindness.
She nods her head. You can see as the vision fades, and you feel very empowered. I'll let you know what happens after game, but you get this feeling, this thing within your heart, some blessing from the moon. When this battle is over, it will be gone. As you are left with all the answers, you look back to Alois.
You can get us there.
I'm sorry. I know I can get you there.
Then you take us there.
Dante, what are you gonna do?
The goddess has given me a vision. She's given us a way.
Who are we to question it?
If it doesn't work, I'm gonna need you guys to trust me to do something.
Dante, we do trust you. Just no more deals without us around, okay?
Absolutely.
We work better as a team.
Well, if this doesn't go as planned, I'm going to have to take that Arcan... I'm gonna have to take that core away from him, or that blade away from him.
It's probably
Whichever I can get my...
We don't have...
whatever I can do to get it away from him. I have two options. I can use this cape thing to get me 150 feet away.
As Alois looks at you, Dante, I'm sorry such a fate has befallen you. When your mother trusted you to me, this is the last thing I've ever wanted. Had I been more aware that Samael had that core, I would have done more to stop him.
That's the core we were sent out to find in the very beginning before we even got out of those dunes.
Then I think it is best to get it back.
I agree.
Alois, if it's possible...
Consider this... Yes?
Alois, if it's possible, if I get hands on that core, I need you to send me back to the dunes.
You see there is a level of sadness on the face. I've lived for nearly 2,000 years. Never in my mind have I ever considered one of the most hardest things to do was to send a man to his death.
Well, it's our last option.
That it is. As he reaches into his pocket as he carries these small little beads in hand. Let's go find a door.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
There's a big one right here.
As he goes and approaches, and as the vault closes behind, and as it locks and the two keys fall out of place, land in your hand, Dante. You see as he takes out one of the small green beads and places it on the large vault door, as it opens wide and reveals another small door with several bricks behind it. As he opens the door, pathway to Killicksmire in this dreadfully snowy night, you see as there are various magical lights just beyond the windows, streets filled with Arc-Knights and guards. This will be our second to last black file.
Second to last?
There's still Tasha to take care of.
At the end of this line, I want you all to understand that every decision I have made was to either prepare you or to prevent you from facing these kinds of dangers. I still have tasks ahead of me. There is one more that I need to prepare for in the Bordean Seas. So, this will be the probable last time that you might see me before the end.
Citra doesn't say anything, but she just hugs him anyway. Like the last time.
As you do, he puts an arm around you. As you face this fight, while I am not here, I will walk alongside you in the last. So I expect you all to live. You come back to me.
We will.
He hugs you a little closer, Citra. He extends out to you, Dante.
Dante reaches out his hand to shake his.
You're a good man, Dante. Not a perfect one, but a good one. These people are going to solely rely on decisions you make from this point. Don't squander it.
And I won't.
As the four of you are left behind within this small shop, this bookstore that's familiar from long since past. You see as he places another bead on the door, as he opens it, you hear the faint sounds of a creaking ship and as well as the sounds of ocean and waves and cannon fire. As he enters through that door and closes it behind, the sound fades.
All right, Dante. We follow you.
We gather who we can grab. We get the silver smiles.
Family reunion?
Family reunion!
Well, I dare say this will be your biggest heist yet.
Yeah.
Stealing a magical arcane bomb from the hands of one of the most dangerous individuals we've met.
In the middle of Kilixmire, in the middle of the snowy night.
While he's holding it.
Deja vu.
Gotta go to the ones I trust most. Alright, to the Silver Smiles Guild!
Alright. And we will find out what happens there next time. Alrighty. Well then. As this comes to a close for now, I want to thank you all, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into some quick announcements, and then we'll be sending you all on your way. So, first and foremost, I would like to inform everybody that I had recently moved, and there's been a lot of delays in production. So, I do apologize in advance, and I'm going to try and start streaming again as soon as everything's a little bit more well and settled. And also, I want to thank everyone who had heard me a couple of weeks ago about a lot of stressful times, and their support has garnered me a bit more liberty and freedom for the future. So hopefully that continues to grow. If you wish to support this show and as well as what will be a future campaign, please do go check out the Patreon. It helps a lot. Aside from the streaming, the Patreon and YouTube and all that stuff, again, thank you all so very much. And I don't know what else to really say from this point, so I will leave it to Blue.
Hi, I'm Blue. I'm Blue Casanate on Twitter and Twitch and a bunch of other places. I really don't have much going on. Hopefully, by the time some of these episodes come out, there will be that new thumbnail. I am doing my best to get it done. It's gonna be pretty fucking fabulous if I do say so myself. Mm-hmm. I have a bunch of other stuff I gotta work on, but you'll just have to wait to see what that new project is in a few months. Other than that, I don't got much else going on. My commissions are open if you wish. Other than that, Connor, you're it.
Hey, I'm Distortion Devil. They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/Distortion Devil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Alright. Next up is Jade.
Hey, Jade the Firefox. You can find me at Jade_Firefox at Twitter.com. I don't have anything to announce. I don't really do much besides work these days. That's it. Let's see where this shit goes. As Dante's leader.
Alright. And last but not least, Kendra.
Hey, I'm Kendra. You can find me under Transient Day at just about everywhere on the internet except for Instagram because someone else beat me to the punch on that one. But I actually recently joined in an art collab kind of club for a summer event, so hey, you might see a few things from me about that. So yeah, give me a follow on Twitter and I'll be posting a few things there.
Alrighty. Well then, nothing else pressing?
Nope.
Just the drama.
Alright. Well then, thank you all again so much for watching. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We hope to see you again very soon. We love you, and as always, see you next Sunday. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye!
Bye!